I've done many different things in my career, from wood frame to high rise, spent most of it in high rise. Being where I was and with a successful group and a big company, coming to somebody smaller and a little, for me, a few more unknowns, there was an opportunity to have a larger cause and effect on people. I felt I could have that here on a smaller scale for a company, but larger scale with the people. I remember turning the key on the bike. I fell in love with it instantly. That's definitely a passion for me. I've been a gearhead since I was this big, so even as a kid, loved heavy machinery equipment. My room was filled with trucks, cars, all that kind of stuff. The pride and joy is my Beaumont. I've got a 68 Beaumont. I bought the car originally because my son, who is also an absolute car nut gearhead, the idea was to kind of be able to turn wrenches with him on a car. Taking the car apart and putting it back together and working through that winter with him. Snowy cold nights outside and we're in the shop with grinders and wrenches and cutting things out of the car and putting things back together. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Wake up in the morning, the coffee pot's on. I have a small acreage out in Bradner, so usually my morning persists of pouring a cup of coffee, take a look out across the property, do the old stretch in the morning and get ready to go for the day. Mine's usually already going on plans of what was the focus for the day and whatnot. What's going on, Mark? Oswald?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe when you're done, I'll give you a shout. We'll go up in the building.
Yeah.
Take a quick walk.
Absolutely.
Kind of walk me through. I'd like to see 10 and 5.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask about your personal history. How did you get into the construction industry? What's your journey been like?
I can still remember day one for me. Back in 1996 when I was graduating high school, I bugged my uncle for months. He was in the high-rise industry for steel stud and drywall. And he finally broke. About a month into my summer, was 10 years with my uncle's group. I got my first assistant superintendent role with Metrocan Construction. Moved on from that, grew into a senior super role. My biggest piece of the pie with them at the time would have been building the Olympic Village. A great feather in the cap. The things that I remember the most was the camaraderie between the group of the guys that we had there. That was about my early 30s at that point when we did that job. So fairly young and having a lot of responsibility put on our shoulders. We worked hard and we worked a lot. We put in hours. Being the general super, many different people need many different things. So I could be in Surrey in the morning for Gildan and maybe even hitting all of our sites within a day. I could be many different places and wearing many different hats for that day. Everyone thinks he's got easy street and it's the easy job on the site. The realities are, there's a lot of responsibility there within that position. There's a lot of different people and a lot of different trades, depending on communication and work that has to be done. We have schedules, we have budgets, and we have implications and impacts to every one of those.
So we're pretty much closed off for all the install observations.
Yep.
I've done as much as I can for finishing.
For the finishing, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Cuckoo. Fantastic. Okay, well, we'll get out of your hair. You guys keep doing what you're doing. In a second here, we'll get a chance to kind of look down and you'll get to see our new BC builds for the Alder Insight. That's the Alder In right here. A few small hurdles to still jump, but pre-con team's working real hard right now to get this thing rolling.
How'd that come about and what made you finally jump on?
Ian Baird and I have been friends a long time. We worked together at Metrocan. I met Ian in 2007. Ian and I kick rocks at the fire pit on hunting trips many a times, and you know, the running joke between us was always like, we're gonna work together again. We went for breakfast, which we usually do every couple of months. They were looking for somebody in sort of a senior role, somebody that had some experience within the construction world. I think probably about a month later, it was another meet after work one night with Justin and Ian. There was an opportunity there with the group that I felt where I am in my career and the time where I'm at, the move could be made. Being where I was and with a successful group and a big company, coming to somebody smaller, but was willing to take that risk and that chance, and here we are. From here, you can see that fairly large residential for sale sign. That home there particularly backs onto the home of my middle sister, and 2 doors down to the east of that is my childhood home. When Ian and the team were talking about this project, I was with another group at the time, and coming home here one night, I remember when they put the first high-rise crane up over here, the conversation with my wife was we were coming down 272nd going home the one night, was like it would be really neat to be able to somehow get involved with this project. For me, you know, growing up in this community and being here as long as I have, to see this is it's pretty neat. We talk about generational change and the cause and effects of it, right? And knowing that we can have that kind of change and effect on the younger generations that are coming through. So it's exciting. On the generational change, I mean, my daughter's working for us.
Can we talk about that? What's that like having the next generation with you?
It's good and bad.
No, my dad's here now. No.
You gotta love this. My daughter brings me a coffee. How'd you get it? I mean, she still lives at home with me, so seeing her on a daily basis and overall having a positive outcome from work, having a good day and coming home. Also seeing some of the change in her, getting to hear that she's doing well. It's hitting home right now. Is a pretty proud moment for me.
Calibers, like, they're really good for you too.
Yeah.
Like, you're not as stressed anymore or anything, and you're like actually dad. Actually able to be dad again.
Yeah.
It's surprising to me, if I didn't know you already, that you'd only been here maybe a year, because you've embraced the caliber culture so quick and you seem to be a champion of it. What resonated with you, and how did you become that kind of big champion of it?
Yeah, you can see for me. Coming from a bigger group to a smaller group, there was an opportunity to have a larger cause and effect on people. Where I'm at in my career, I felt I could have that here on a smaller scale for a company, but larger scale with the people. I think that's probably for me where that lied. Yeah.
You know, we've hired a lot of people over the last few years, and we have not hired somebody with such a high love it factor like Corey. From the day that he started, he was immediately inviting people over to his house, having people over for lunch, connecting with all of our staff.
He has so much passion, and he cares about building a good team and being there for the team and help them to perform and grow. That's his passion, and he delivers that every single day he's there.
Corey's a beauty. We love Corey. Corey's the kind of guy that just wakes up in the morning and is like, how do I keep my team together? How do I inspire my team? How can I find someone throughout my day and make their life better? One thing I will say about Corey is he raises the confidence level of the room that he's in. And that's a special gift. You just know that if you have Corey on your team, it's all good. We're gonna be fine.
He really embodies this idea of, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be involved in people's lives, to care for them, to pull the best out of them, to challenge them and coach them to their best version. But he's also gonna do it with love and with grace. And Corey's an incredible guy to work with. We're super blessed to have him.
What is your why? What gets you out of bed in the morning?
I don't know if I could put my finger on just one why. Providing for me is a big one for my family. Coming to work and seeing the team succeed is a why for me. I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. Personally, professionally, the idea would be to retire with this group, which I fully intend on doing, and being able to find a successor for my position. I think it's super exciting. And again, never had that opportunity before. I think it's gonna be fun.